Right then, good morning guys. I bet some of you viewed in expecting some sort of walking video. Unfortunately, you're not going to get that today. In my full-time job, or what I tend to do in between walking, I'm in fact a draftsman. Now, if anybody doesn't know what one of them is, what I do is I draw engineering drawings so that a guy on the shop floor, a fabricator, welder, can actually make what I've drawn, and then it gets taken to site and it gets put up. Usually it's structural steelwork, roof trusses, which is on the screen now, just be columns and beams, something like that, or else it could be architectural metalwork like a nice fancy stair or some balustrade. What I thought would be a good idea is if I do a series of how-to drawings or tutorials for things that I've found out how to do, and hopefully pass a bit of the knowledge onto yourselves and make drawing a little bit more easy for you sometimes. Now then, one thing that has caused me lots of problems over the years is when I get drawings off outside sources. That could be an architect, it could be a structural engineer, it could be Joe Bloggs down the road. And if you look, just look in the corner here, I've got X and Y coordinates. That's fine for the 2D drawing, but what you sometimes find is that the drawings have been done on 3D and there's a bit of a Z coordinate to it as well. So what I'm going to show you is a couple of commands so that you can flatten your drawing, get everything on the same Z plane. Let me just show you something. You can see the drawing in front of you and you're probably thinking, doesn't look anything wrong with it, that's fine. Now let me show you again in a bit of a 3D view, and basically that's what we've got. So if I want to chamfer that line into that line, then it's just not going to do it. You'll get a command that comes up at the bottom and it says that lines are non-coplanar, which means that they're not on the same plane. Now for me that makes life difficult, because on this drawing, let me just put it back to how it was before, so I'll put it back on the plan view, 3D views. I don't believe that I've been doing this for ages and I still can't find where everything is. Right, so I'm back on the plan view. See what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to utilise the existing drawing that I've had through from the surveyor to detail my crane beams and support steelwork. So it is important that everything's on the same plane. Right, now there are a few different things and ways of going about doing this. One is Express Tools, modify and flatten objects, which usually people install onto AutoCAD. I say usually because some of you might have done what I've done and loaded it up and forgot to load on Express Tools. You can get list routines. I'm not going to go into them, but you can get list routines that will do it for you. The other thing that you can do is you can box everything and then you can go to your modify properties, and if it's there on your Z, change all your Z coordinates to 0. That should do it for you, but let me just show it. On this it doesn't, so if I just box everything, go modify properties, you'll see that in my general there's nothing there for Z, so I can't do that. Right, the first thing that I'm going to show you how to do is how the Express Tools works. So, right, if I go to box everything again and then go to Express Tools, modify, flatten objects, remove hidden lines, and in them two little chevron brackets it's no, so I'll just return that. And then that should have done it. So if we go to view, 3D views, plan view, not plan view at all, isometric view, there we go, everything's flattened. What I've got to say is that when you do this, make sure that you are in plan view. Don't do it while you're in isometric view because it doesn't work. Right, so if I just put that back to how it was, Right, so that's there. So if I put that back on 3D views and put that back on to plan view, world UCS. Right, command that I'm going to show you now is I think is brilliant, and it's one that I've only just come across. And this is for you guys out there when your express tools are not installed or it doesn't work, if your Lisp routine doesn't work or you've not got it and there's no Z access and you're scratching your head and you're wondering, what do I do now? Right, it's dead easy. Just bear with me. Right, make sure you're in plan view. Then what you want to do is you want to go to the move command and pick everything. Return, specify a base point. This is going to be like your setting out point, so it's important that you make something easy that you're going to remember. So what we're going to use for your X, Y, Z coordinates is 0, 0, 0. So that means that your X is going to be 0, your Y is going to be 0, and your Z is going to be 0 as well. So let's put them points in. So that's 0, 0, 0, return, and now we want to specify a second point. This is a point that we're going to move everything to, so we're going to move it to 0, 0. Now bear with me now, because the next number that I'm going to type in, you're going to wonder where I've got it from, and it's actually 1E99. Now I'll explain what that means later on, so just bear with me guys. Return. So I've moved everything to a designated point. Now I've got to move everything back again. So again, so I've got move, this time type in P, which means previous, return, select objects, return, specify base point. Now this again is going to be your setting out point. So you're going to go 0, 0, 0, return, and this is the point that you're going to move it to. So you've moved it from a point to a point, and now you're going to move it from the point that you've moved it to back again. So for this we're going to type in 0, 0, and this time it's going to minus 1 E99, return. Right, that's all done. Now watch this when I put it on view. View 3D isometric. Look at that, it's flat, and now what you've got is you've got a drawing that you can actually work off. Now, as I said before, I'm just going to explain to you exactly what 1E99 means. Now, 1E99 is 1 times 10, and it's raised to the exponent of 99. Now, this is a ridiculously large number, and even though AutoCAD is clever, it's not clever enough to realise what such a large figure is. So what it says is, oh, I don't know where I'm going, so it says, right, I'm going to move it to 0, 0, instead, because I know where that is. And that is basically what it has done, and it's flattened everything, and now you've got a drawing that you can work off. So let me just put that back on view that I need to work on. 3D views, plan view, world UCS, which is that, and I can chamfer, I can fill it, I can do everything that I need to do all day long now. Okay then guys, thank you for bearing with me, and if I learn anything new on the AutoCAD front, I'll come back to you and I'll share that with you. Okay, bye now.